Bitcoin is going to make a huge move soon out of this consolidation pattern on a 1 hour time frame. We can either see a break to the top side or a break to the downside. So what will it be? In this video I will tell you everything about Bitcoin, what might happen on the short time frame, but also on the high time frame. And I will also discuss Ethereum, and I will also discuss Solana with you, because we had some very interesting news for Solana. So please slap up this like button and let's get above 10 likes again, and I will appreciate it very much. Let's dive right into the charts. On the 1 hour time frame we can see Bitcoin is creating this consolidation pattern with multiple touch points on the top side as resistance and also multiple touch points on the downside as support. And the price is getting squeezed into this apex, and eventually we will need to see a breakout for Bitcoin, and Bitcoin has to pick a side. So we can either see a break to the top side, retest the previous resistance as support, and from there we can come further back up. But we can also see a break to the downside, of course, and that will be a very bearish break. And then we are going to retest the previous support into resistance, and then from there we can come further back down. So this is a very interesting trade to make if you want to trade this breakout for Bitcoin. And you can either long the market on the way up and when we break to the top side, or you can maybe enter the market in a short when we break to the downside. So yeah, keep in mind that we always have to wait for a confirmation of the breakout and then a retest of the previous support or resistance, and then yeah, we can flip it into resistance or support, and from there, from this point you can enter the market in the long, and from this point you can enter the market in short. And on the 4 hour time frame we can see this beautiful downward sloping resistance line for Bitcoin. We can see multiple touch points in the past as resistance, and eventually we want to see a break of this resistance, turn it into support, and from here we want to enter the market in the long, because this is a very risk-free zone to buy into the market, and from there we can aim for higher targets. But this is a very important resistance line for Bitcoin, and we want to see Bitcoin forcing a break to the top side, and yeah, that will create more bullishness for Bitcoin. And we can see the trend is down from here, so we want to see a break of this resistance level, and then we can revert the trend. So the trend is down at the moment, and we want to see trend to the top side and create more bullishness. But for now we have to be a little bit patient, and we could also see another rejection from this area and come further back down for lower levels. So I've been talking about this support level for the last week now, and we can see this support level is holding strong for now for Bitcoin on the daily time frame. And we also can see a little bit of a bounce from this level, and yeah, we need to hold this level, and otherwise we will go for much lower levels. And we can see on the weekly time frame this will be the next important level for Bitcoin if we are breaking down, and yeah, that will be around the $52,000. So of course we don't want to go down to back to this area, but we can see a lot of touch points in the past as resistance, support and resistance. And also here we had some interaction with this level. So we first had resistance, and then we shoot back up. And yeah, if we are going back down, this would be a very interesting place to buy more Bitcoin. And also it's becoming more cheap and cheap if Bitcoin falls lower. So in case we are seeing this bearish scenario playing out for Bitcoin, I'm placing a lot of limit buy orders for Bitcoin here. And yeah, I expect that we're going to see a bounce eventually, and then we will make some profits. Yeah, so this is the bearish scenario for me, and we also have a bullish scenario, of course, and that is that we're going to see a bounce from the support level and aim for this upper side resistance again, and maybe force a break to the top side and create more bullish price action again. As I was saying, the trend is down at the moment on the lower time frame, and we want to see a trend reversal for Bitcoin and then create more bullish price action to the top side. And yesterday we saw the third consecutive day in a row for the Bitcoin ETFs with positive inflows. Yeah, Grayscale sold a little bit again, and the other Bitcoin ETFs, yeah, they just bought a little bit. So we had an inflow of 11 million, almost $12 million, and yeah, this is not very bullish, but also of course not bearish. And we want to see those huge numbers coming in for the Bitcoin ETF again, of course. And we want to see BlackRock buying in heavily again, because BlackRock already has bought more than $17.5 billion into the Bitcoin ETFs, and that is very huge. Yeah, let's see if we can create more bullishness around the Bitcoin ETF, and that will also have a bullish effect on the price of Bitcoin, of course. And one of the most interesting things for Bitcoin I'm looking at is this daily bullish divergence. I've been talking about this daily bullish divergence for quite a while now, but yeah, it still hasn't played out. So we are seeing a higher low on the chart, and we are seeing a lower low on the RSI chart, and that is indicating that the selling pressure is cooling off, so that we're going to see more buying pressure coming into the market, and that might have a bullish effect for Bitcoin to the top side. So yeah, this is a bullish bias pattern, but of course this is just an indicator, and this could indicate that we are going to see more topside from here. So let's see if we can create more bullish price action for Bitcoin, have a lot more buying pressure coming into the markets. So let's see if Bitcoin can turn this big downtrend around and create more bullish price action to the top side. The first altcoin I want to have a look at is Ethereum. I've been discussing Ethereum a lot lately, and I've also been discussing this huge support area for Ethereum lately. And in my earlier videos I was talking about this interesting support, and that I also placed some limit buy orders here. And I bought into the market here at this point, and from there we can see a beautiful bounce to the top side for Ethereum. And from my point of buying, I'm already up for almost 6%. So that's a nice trade to make. But this was a very clear support / resistance area. So this is a very interesting place to accumulate more Ethereum. And yeah, we are now seeing a bit of a bounce from this support area to the top side. And maybe we are going to see a revisit of this resistance on the top side. And we want to see a break to the top side, of course, retest this resistance as support, and from there we can come further back up. And also Ethereum is in this downtrend on the daily time frame now, and we want to see a bullish trend reverse over Ethereum as well. And if we then have a look at the Ethereum Bitcoin pairing, we can see this chart is trying to break out of this huge falling channel, and we can see a lot of touch points on the top side as resistance and also on the downside as support. And this chart, it means that the Ethereum price will go up against the Bitcoin price. And currently we can see this chart is trying to break to the top side, and maybe we can see something like this, that we're going to retest this previous resistance as support, and from there we can come further back up. Yeah, and this means that the Ethereum price will increase against the Bitcoin price, and that might have a very bullish effect on other altcoins, because Ethereum is the leader of the altcoins, and when Ethereum is increasing in price against Bitcoin, that means that other altcoins might follow soon. So this could also indicate that we're going to see a huge alt season soon. And in the past we can also see this chart is rising against the Bitcoin. So Ethereum rose a lot more value than Bitcoin. And here we saw a beautiful alt season unfolding. So this could also happen very soon. And another interesting chart to look at is this Bitcoin dominance chart. And we can see this huge rising wedge on the weekly time frame is unfolding. We can see multiple touch points on the top side as resistance, and on the downside as support, and yeah, it looks like we are trying to break down of this formation. And if we are breaking down, and this would have a very bullish effect on altcoins, because yeah, the total market cap of Bitcoin will decrease against the total market cap of altcoins. So it doesn't say that Bitcoin is going to dump, but in comparing to altcoins, yeah, Bitcoin will lose a lot of value. And if we're going to see a drop to this point, for instance, we can see maybe the next alt season. Because in the past we also can see some kind of similar drop, and here in the past we had a huge alt season, and we saw a decrease of 43% for the Bitcoin dominance, and that was one of the biggest alt seasons we've ever recorded in the history of crypto. So a new alt season might happen very soon. And one of the altcoins that might pump very big is Solana, because we also saw a big pump for Solana yesterday of this huge support and resistance area. And this was also a very interesting buy zone for Solana. And congratulations if you bought here. And we can see Solana broke through this resistance, retested this support, and now we are consolidating inside this consolidation pattern. And eventually Solana has to break out of this formation, and we will either see a break to the top side, or we maybe can see a bearish break to the downside. But I expect that we are going to see a bullish break, because yesterday we had a very interesting news for Solana, because we saw that Van Eck was filing for the Solana ETF, and it was having an 8% bullish effect on Solana price. And if Solana is getting its own ETF, I think other altcoins will follow very soon. So for instance, we might see a Cardano ETF, an XRP ETF, and maybe other altcoins that are going to see an ETF. And let me know in the comments what kind of altcoin you want to see that is going to have its own ETF. So for now, Solana is looking very bullish in this consolidation formation, and we experienced a nice bounce from this support area, and yeah, from this support area we're already up for more than 50%. So that is looking very bullish for Solana. And yeah, we want to see a revisit of this topside resistance, maybe force a break to the top side, retest the previous resistance as support, and from there we can come further back up and create more bullish price action. So this was it for today. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel to never miss a video in the future. You can also follow me on Twitter. I hope you find this video useful, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.